starting to move or something. But you hear that clicking? Something's in there that needs to be removed. Okay, so, do you sing? Oh, not really? Well, maybe when nobody's around, you can practice playing this while you're singing. And just to get the feel of how you would shape it while singing. And then also singing, you also have to think about when you accompany somebody when they sing, you have to think about where they take breaths and allow for that. So this is a good piece to play, and maybe if you have a friend that sings, have them sing at the bar or club, because then that's a really good way of learning how to be a good accompanist. So I'm going to have you start again, and we're going to work on cleaning up the pedal a little bit, and maybe balancing the melody a little bit more. But, okay, just go ahead and start again. Oh, what is the tempo? Isn't it usually sung a little slower than that? So maybe a little slower. You just got to make sure you clear it all the way. Maybe that was the problem while we were playing it. Just getting used to a different piano. Because the pedal, you know, a good way before you play a piece, before you play on a different piano, is playing put the pedal down and slowly lift it so you find where the break is, and then you'll be able to feel, you know, the clearness of it when you clear it. The tempo going from the first line to the second line, taking and before the singer comes in, you'll want to stretch that a little bit there. Yeah, much better. Switch the pedal all the way. Nice. I didn't take the time. You know, give the singer time to come in there. So just a little more retard here. Okay, one more time. If this is a fairly new piece, you might want to always take your music slower until you feel comfortable enough to play it at a tempo where you can keep the continuity. Because what happens is, if you play a piece faster than you're ready, you learn those stops and starts, and then it's harder to get the continuity smoother. So even though that's the tempo that you may want to take it as your final tempo. Let's even go slower to allow yourself to keep your eyes ahead so you can keep the continuity control. You don't want it to be, like stop and start. So, it's thundering out there. So let's see, where can you start? Okay. Okay, the and the third, or the and the three, yeah. Okay, and since this is coming to the end of a phrase, you might even want to stretch it a little bit. Okay, so how about? All right, you can do it again. Okay, good. You should have a clean switch here. Hear the blur there? So, okay, good. That was better. Take it right here. When you're playing a piece that's a song like this, and even when it's not, even when it's just a piano piece, where you might want to think about when the note goes higher, to bring it out more, for two reasons. One, that's where the line tends to go, is to the higher note in general. But also, when you get to the higher notes on the piano, they're not as loud, so we have to sink a little more into those notes to get it to project. So when you go, bring that up here louder. So can you start right in that last measure? And when we play the top part, just sink a little more into those keys. Yeah. Just stretch it a little bit. Probably somebody who's singing would stretch it there too. So, come into it. One more time, just to make it a little more rounder. That's the idea. It's the note when you got the time. Okay, go ahead. Keep going, yeah. But did you hear what you did? It's beautiful with the time. So you want to do it one more time just to get the note right this time? Okay. There's a good example of a high note. Da, da, da. Yeah, so bring it out. Now, okay, so they have a crescendo here. So, but it's still, be careful not to be too soft on that top note. And I would take more liberties with it, with some rubato. You know what rubato is? Rubato is the literal meaning is to rob. So you're robbing the time in one place and putting it somewhere else. So, but it's the give and take of time. So you could stretch it in places.
um, and maybe push it a little bit in places. So this might be one place where I might want to stretch it a little bit. So that you can use your expressiveness to decide where you feel the push and the relaxation. Okay, how about right there again? A little, see if the left hand is a little quiet. Have you ever played hymns before? And you want to bring out the top note above the rest of the notes, all in one hand. It's one thing when you have to bring one note out over one hand over the other hand, but then when you need to bring out notes within the same hand, that makes it hard. So a good way of practicing that, because what you want to hear is this. You want to hear. So if you kind of slant the hand that way, you can get the top note to sing out. Yeah. Let me hear the right hand from you. Check the top note there. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll finish up here. So try playing the top note and just touch the other note. Just the top note? Good. Okay, now play the other notes with it and use the pedal. Okay, just make sure you get the right note there. That's better. Good. Okay, let's keep going. We'll finish it up here. Keep both hands. Okay, there it is again. So this whole section, you've got the melody on top of the whole chord. So you'll need to work on slanting your hand to voice that top note. Yeah. Right, yeah, good. Okay, well, let's just skip on over here because you've got the idea for that. Good. Now you want to work on it so that you don't have to wait for this hand to be there. So have the hand ready so that this flows gently. This is like a brook a little bit, like a running brook. Can you take it right there? Have the left hand ready to play so the right hand doesn't have to stop to wait for it. Keep going. We'll go ahead and do it. Okay, comment before you end it. If we can get this so it says, doesn't sound like this, but more like, maybe just more line, yeah, okay. Switch the pattern. Take a real big stretch at the end. Okay, good try. it's a start on getting this piece learned. It's a beautiful